Welcome everyone to today's circle, and so happy to have you here. Oh my gosh, it's already the end of the year. I think this year people are really waiting for this end, and we all wanted to clear up that energy and to start new and fresh in 2021. So for today's practice, I want you to tune in right now. And what I want you to tune in is tune in into your own self. Okay? So let's close the eyes for a moment. And just acknowledge, how do you feel? Full moons might be really emotional, because full moons amplify whatever you're feeling and whatever is happening in your life in times. So if today you're feeling kind of low, you might go a little bit lower. Or if today you're feeling more of the uplifted and happy, then your happiness is going to amplify as well. So just check in. What would be one word that describe your feelings today? And you're so very welcome to comment below and let me know how you're feeling. So I will have a picture of the circle and what we should work on today. And while you're doing that, the rest of us who are not typing, let's just take a very deep breath through your both nostrils. And let it out of your mouth. And one more big breath. And let it out. And bring your palms to your lap. And palms facing up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes and we'll just start the circle by connecting to each other's energy. I really love this practice, and that makes us all feel that we are together in the same space. And that's what we are, I think, missing the most in 2020, not to having that physical touch and not hugging people, not connecting to people, not sitting in the same space. Okay, let's create that space in the spirit. And take a deep breath in and send the energy from your heart to the palms of your hands, and then through the palms of your hands to everyone else who is in the circle. And take another deep breath in and a breath out, and once again send that energy through the palms of your hands to other people who are sitting in their homes but actually with us together right now. Great, and then rub your palms together and bring them towards your heart and bow your head to your wonderful heart in order to surrender your ego to the energy of the heart, to that loving energy that we are going to be bringing into the circle tonight. All right, and let me just start as usual with telling you what's in my altar. Okay, and I invited 3 beautiful goddesses in my altar today, and they just really resonate for the theme of this end of the year circle. It's like, it's amazing how universe just knows. So the first one is Maiev, and she says she's all about cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycle of your body, energy levels, and emotions. That's right. So we are finishing up the year, and that's a cycle. So we're finishing up the cycle and we're moving into another year. So that'll be a different cycle for us. And that's the energy of, the life ever repeating and continuing itself. And then the next one is the goddess Guan Yin, and she tells us, dwell into the compassion. Find your compassion and release judgments about yourself and others, and focus on the love and light that's within everything and everyone. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be letting go of everything we don't need in 2020. So we empty ourselves, we prepare ourselves for the next year ahead of us. So in the next circle, in the new moon, we can set the intentions, because new moons are all about intentions, and the full moon, which is today, is all about letting go. How perfectly it just arranged by the universe this year that in December we can let go, and then in January we can let in and fill ourselves with good energy. And the last one for today is Ostara. And Ostara is that goddess of fertility and abundance, that she has everything. And she says it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. But before we do that, let us go through the process of cleansing and letting go. Let me just show you what we need for today. I did message in the group. We will need a journal for a second part of our exercise, and a pen to write in your journal. If you don't have a journal, that's okay. Just get a piece of paper that you can use. And for the first part, it's a meditation. And what you need is just lovely you and your readiness to go inwards and let go. Let go is one of my favorite practices. So I invite you to start letting go with your physical body. So whatever is going on right now, whatever was the theme of your year, whatever was the most difficult for you to go through, whatever energy is not serving you any longer, and you feel like, I am so ready to let it go. Oh my God. So feel that in your body right now and set up on your feet. I cannot do that, otherwise you'll not see me, but you guys please stand up and we're going to dance a little bit. So it's not really the dance that you usually experience and you see yourself and you feel like people judge you. It's the dance of letting go. So feel how it, feels in your body to let go. Maybe you need to shake, maybe you need to make some different faces. If you dance with your partner, feel free to interact and make fun out of it. But the regular theme is we are letting go of the physical blocks, so we get ready our body to meditate and be still. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's dance. Really relax every part of your body and just keep letting go of all that physical pain and aches and discomforts. Great work, everyone. Take a deep breath in, stretch your hands all the way up overhead, and on the exhale, fold forward all the way. And exhale all of that pressure out of your body. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale deeply, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale quickly, forward fold. And let all of that energy that you don't need any longer go. Inhale 1 more time. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come up and sit back in your tall, comfortable sit. We'll change the flow today. So we do the meditation first instead of I do meditations at the end. So we first let go. And then we go through some self-reflection exercise with questions. It's going to be very, very interesting. Okay, for our meditation today, the meditation is super simple. If you are not familiar with the concept of mantra, the mantra is a tool to change the patterns in our mind, which in the case of letting go is a perfect tool. Because what happens is we're stuck in that loop of our mind. And sometimes we're even scared to let go. We think if we let go, when we're left with nothing. How about I am going to tell you the different concept of it, right? So how about if you let go, you let God. The more you let go, the more divine can come to you. It's like having a cup of ink, right? If you want to put a water into it, you need to dump the ink first, and then you pour the water. This is the way to do it. So the same with our bodies, the same with our minds. In order to bring something new into New Year, in order to be full of health and wealth and abundance, we need to empty everything else that is stuck and doesn't allow us to move forward. Okay, let me explain you the meditation. So come into a tall, comfortable seat with your legs crossed in front of your body. Take a couple deep and nourishing breaths. The meditation for today is to let go of the old attachments. It's a Kundalini meditation that uses mantra. Mantra is very simple. I also posted it in our event group. And if you are new to the mantra meditation, you're welcome. And we're really happy to see you. And you're welcome to listen. You don't have to sing. And if you're new to that, it's hard for you to repeat, then you just listen to it and think of what you want to let go. Okay, for experienced yogis, and I know some of you are really into Kundalini yoga, you know what meditation is, you know what to do. So we're going to start with Gyan Mudra, and the mantra is Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Da Sa Sa Se So Han. On every syllable, we're going to connect our fingertips with our thumb. Sa Ta Na Ma Ra Ma Da Sa Sa Se So Han. That's it. And the hands are down on our lap into very regular meditation posture, and you connect the fingertips that stays on your lap. The eyes focus will be on the tip of your nose. So you make that really funny, sexy eyes, and you look at the tip of your nose. It also stimulates your third eye, and the third eye, the sixth chakra of our intuition, and pituitary gland, which is restores the balance of all the glandular system in our body. All right, we'll do that for 7 minutes only. And then there's a little bit more of the instruction at the end of it. So stay with me, follow the instruction, connect your fingertips on every syllable, look at the tip of your nose. Great, let's go. Don't forget to let go during the process. Some meditations might be a little bit more emotional. So if you feel like stuff is coming up, let it go. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and continue with your meditation. All right? And we do the whole mantra on one breath, if you can. Get ready, tall spine. inhale deeply and hold your breath. And start moving your body in a dancing motion. We need to circulate the energy through every part of the body. And exhale. We do that 2 more times. Inhale deeply. And move your body. Move every part of your body. Every particle. Everything. Move, move, move. And exhale. Last time, inhale deeply. And again, move your body. Do whatever you need to do to distribute the energy through every part of your body. Exhale. Now become completely still. Your spine is straight, chest is open. Look at the tip of your nose. We're not here for long. Make it really perfect. Your breath is normal. Concentrate on the tip of your nose. Let the energy do its work. Become completely still. If your mind is wandering, then concentrate on your breath. Inhale deeply now. And start moving your body like you're having a spasm. Like make different faces, move through your fingers. You really need to like tense every part of the body. It might look a little funny, but that's what we're doing. And exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. And do your spasm dance. Exhale. Once again, inhale. And do a spasm dance. Make fun of yourself. And exhale deeply. And for last little while, concentrate on the tip of your nose, spine is straight, hands relax on your lap. We're almost over here. Okay, and inhale deeply. And exhale. That's a great meditation to do for your meditation challenge for 40 days or something. Sata, Na, Ma are all primal sounds, and they are seed mantra or beach mantra. And this is a mantra to connect to the infinity. Rama, Dasa, Sa, Se, So, Hum is a healing mantra. So we're healing all the patterns and attachments of our mind. Okay, and now then our body and our mind are ready to let go, and we already prepared it. I want us to do a little ritual to finish 2020. 2020 might have been a very interesting year for most of us, and get ready with your notebook or journal, and I will guide you through this practice. I've done it myself already, so I hope you're going to enjoy it, same as I did. Okay. So, and if you can, keep breathing deeply through the whole practice. It really helps you to move the energy through the body. And what my advice to you would be is don't overthink. When I have the question for you, write the first thing that comes into your mind. That's always the right thing. Your brain knows the answer in 2 seconds. Everything else is mostly contemplating and overthinking. So let's just be very intuitive and give our first thought to the paper. All right? Okay. The first question is, what was one of the biggest surprises this year for you? How did you surprise yourself, or how someone else surprised yourself? Maybe, you didn't expect it, that you really surprised yourself that you enjoyed working from home and you found a lot of flexibility and space. Or maybe you finally quit your job, or you were laid off, as many of us this year, and you realized that you can actually survive with no job. Surprise! I'm pretty sure this year had lots of challenges, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of positivity too. Just depends how we look at it. So, and you're really welcome to comment as well if you want to, and let me know. I'm really, really curious. For me, I think the biggest surprise this year was that I can work less and still have lots of money. Universe provide. Abundance is not in the material things only. Abundance is in our mindset and what we see around us. All right, I hope you guys had enough time. If not enough time, then start screaming at me for the comments. But I'm going to move on to the second question. What was a new habit or a new routine that you incorporated in your life that helped you to be more present and mentally stable for the year, and that maybe improved your mental health? I know some of the friends who might be here with me right now started doing grounding, and either have a grounding mat at home that really calms you down, and that energy of the earth is very stable and supportive, and it relaxes your whole psychic. I know a few of my friends started to do walks outside in order to connect with the nature and do their walking meditation, and that improved their mental health. I'm pretty sure there was something for you. Maybe instead of commuting to work, you dedicated this time for learning, or dedicated this time for meditating a little bit, even like 5 to 10 minutes in the morning. So what was a positive habit or routine you incorporated in your life this year? And if it was many, then great job. You don't really lose your time. Take another breath or two. See what comes up for you. And we will move on to the next. Oh, actually, I think the really good habit that all of us really incorporated in our life this year was washing hands. Everywhere you go, you wash your hands really carefully now. Okay, the third one, number 3, guys. Your biggest and most influential discovery this year. What did you discover about the world, about yourself, about your life? What was your biggest discovery? You might have discovered that you are a very flexible person, and you really love changes and you adapt really quickly. You might have discovered that you're really stubborn and you want things to be the old way and the only old way. You might have discovered that you actually really like people and to be around people. Everyone is really, really different. It doesn't have to be at all positive or negative. It's the truth. I invite you to be really honest with yourself, because this is your end of the year of reflection. No one can see you. No one is judging you right now. And remember that energy, so grind in the compassion. So bring the compassion into your practice and be honest. We don't really have to do anything about it right now. We're just reflecting what happened. It's not even letting go. It's just the final result of the year. Okay. Let's move on. How about number 4? So that one might be a little challenging. So we get into a shadow side of us. What negative pattern or negative thought or fear would you like to leave behind in 2020? So that one, check for the first one that comes. What was your biggest fear in 2020? So depending on who you are and what you do in your life, maybe you would think that you want to leave behind watching news and staying away from the negativity. Or you might want to think that a biggest fear for you was really getting worried for your health and health of your loved ones, and especially elderly people, right? We still need to be really conscious and cautious about it, right? But holding on to our fears doesn't really serve us and help us. Let me just explain you a little bit what the holding on mechanism does for our bodies and our mental state and psychic. So, as a human being, each of us have a certain amount of energy. And we are allowed to spend that energy in any way we want. And what happens is when we attach our energy to certain habits, fears, negativity, problems, worries, we spend a certain amount of energy on that. The process of letting go and releasing frees up that energy from their negative, or not even negative, but the points in our life and that places in our life that are around us that doesn't serve us any longer, brings that energy back to our body, and we can use that for our plans and projects and dreams to move forward. Otherwise, we can be dreaming a lot, we can be starting different things, but we don't have that same amount of energy that can be distributed to new things. And we get stuck because the energy is drained by those old projects, old fears, things that we're holding on, right? So for this one, what would you like to leave behind? What would you like not to spend any more energy in your life? I think actually this one is very important. And then if you're done with this one, it can be one, it can be many, depending on how much you really like to hold on things. We're going to move forward, and the same point. What would you really like to take with you into 2021? What does one really useful thing or useful thought or useful habit that you have that you want to take with you and maybe even grow it in 2021? And that might be something like self-love, or particular point of self-love, right? I don't know, maybe you discovered this year that having a soul bath is really amazing, and that soothes you and helps you to go through life easily and helps you to sleep maybe and worry less. Or you might have noticed that really connecting to people helps you, and even if it's online, and even if it's like something that checking on the friend makes you really happy, instead of just sitting there and waiting like, when is everyone going to remember about me? Making that first step, being brave, or starting something that you did not even imagine you could do. What would you like to take with you? What does something really amazing you incorporate into your life and you want to grow that? Okay. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. And just let's do one more. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Okay. Now this one, that kind of tricky a little bit. What did you change your mind about this year? What did you change your mind about this year? What was a big mind shift for you? Can be anything. Can be work, can be personal, can be your finances, can be your relationships. Like many of us might be like really well off on our own, and might, like this year might just bring us the energy that we really like connections, and we changed our mind and say like, you know, I really would like to be around people a little bit more if it's possible. Or it might be, you know, not completely related to the theme of the year and Corona, and it might be something personal, the transformation that happened to you, and you completely change your mind about how to talk to your kids, how to help your wife around the house, how to invest in different things. Right. That one is more kind of self-contemplating question. It might be a little bit tricky for you to notice it at first, but I'm pretty sure you can find a few things. Thank you guys for your comments. I really love you sharing. That's great, so I can see what's going on in your lives. Makes me like, you know, feeling you around me in my space. Okay, the next one, number 6, is I want you to have that scale from 1 to 10. So from 1 to 10, how did you feel this year physically? How did your body feel? Like, what was going on? Were you healthy? Was there, like, you know, general good balance in your body? You were able to exercise, or the other way around, right? If you were staying home, if you put a couple of pounds on, if you did not drink a lot of water, if you had having like headaches and whatever is going on in your body, compared to all the last years, how did you feel physically from 1 to 10? Okay, got that? Now, emotionally, how did you feel this year from 1 to 10? 1 being really low and 10 being really happy. Actually, this full moon in Cancer is representing our emotions because it's a watery sign. So if you're feeling like a little bit more emotional around this full moon, like 2 days before, 2 days after, and today, that's completely normal. You are a wonderful human being. There's nothing to worry about. Just watch your emotions and let them come as waves to you. They're going to come and peak. You're going to feel a little discomfort, but they're going to subside and go. They're not going to stay with you forever. It's just an emotion. And now, mentally, how did you feel mentally? Did you have, so let's say like from 1 is like really foggy, unclear about what you're doing in life and being very confused, and to 10, which is like, I have a really clear vision, I know what I'm doing, I'm able to complete all my tasks every day. From 1 to 10, how did you feel mentally this year? Okay. Now, write one word in front of your scale. Let's say like you say physical 6. How can you improve it? If it's 6, how can you take it to 10? Maybe if you didn't have enough movement this year, so let's say like I can have a routine, going for a walk, maybe signing up for a gym or do a workout at home. I discovered that workouts at home are so awesome. Like really, guys, they're so enjoyable. And even like 15 minutes, even 10 minutes make a lot of difference. And I do high intensity and it's so much fun. The music is loud and I'm dancing on my own. And it's so much, it's so funny, like really. And then I do Kundalini yoga, which can be kind of funny sometimes. So I have the scaffolding around my building, and then this construction workers working outside, and I'm doing all this really funny exercises like I think, I don't know what they think, but they really like me. They all say hi. I think that was my discovery this year, that life doesn't have to be really serious. Okay, so in front of every one of them, you have your scale, and then you say, what is one thing to improve it? How do you improve your emotional health? And then how do you improve your mental health? One word or one thing that you can do in 2021 to improve it. Lovely, guys. So we are moving pretty fast over here, and we have only one question left, and that's number 7. Number 7 is, what mental patterns have you become aware of this year? What mental patterns have you become aware of this year? So can be a lot of things over here, so it might be a few points, and you might notice that you've been really negative. And then if you're negative, then how is it expressed? So the pattern is something repetitive, right? So something that you do every month, or something that you do when you become really low, or but definitely something that comes back to you, or something happens that you're really, really tired. Like, let's say I become really emotional, then I'm really tired. This is what I've noticed, right? So I need to have a really balanced life. So if I'm not going to get tired, if I kind of manage that and get a little bit of rest every day, then I'm a pretty pleasant human being. But if I exhaust myself for a couple days, then it's going to be a disaster on the third day. Then the mental pattern is something that stays with you. And you might have noticed that this is something that not even only happened to you this week, but something was happening throughout the few years, but you were so unconscious you did not see it. But this year, because we spent so much time on our own and we're sitting at home, many things can pop up. So this is not a negative part, actually. This is a positive part. This is universe is kind of bringing to our attention, hey buddy, this is something that you need to work on. Let me help you. Let me show you. Let me put you in the conditions there you will be forced to see something that you haven't seen about yourself before. Or many of us might be really scared to think about the future and overthink and be really stuck into the past life and what happened, right? So when I see my clients for Reiki and therapy, there's so many people who come to me and say, I want to have my old life. I want everything to be as it is. Which is not possible anymore. We are moving into new thing. We're moving into new year. We're moving into age of Aquarius, right? Everything is going to change in the next few years. The old way is not possible, but the pattern is you stuck that it was really great and I really wanted to be back as it is. Or I went to this place every week and I want to keep going there every week, but it's not possible anymore, so it makes me really upset. So is there something in your life that sounds really similar? Is there something that you repetitively think that should be this particular way? Again, it doesn't have to be negative, it's just the pattern. And take a deep breath in, close your eyes. Bring your both hands to your heart center. And just describe in one word, a couple words. How do you feel right now? And again, you might feel a little bit disturbed by the questions. You might feel lovely because you just realized so many wonderful things about yourself. You might feel really calm because with it, really good calming meditation and let go. Or maybe you're just realizing right now that there's some work that needs to be done and you need to let go of the few things. We're all different. There's no judgment. All feelings are welcome. Again, you're so welcome to comment below and let me know how you feel at the end of the circle. That's a very valuable feedback. Okay. And we're gonna close up the circle for tonight. So bring the palms up and down to your knees. And again, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths through your nose. And send this loving, compassionate energy and the energy of finishing up things, finishing up projects, cleaning up the space, your house, your things, your work, your life. This is the end of the year. Say goodbye. And send that energy through your heart towards your hands, and through your hands to the hands of other people around us who are here right now in a circle, and other people who need it right now. And bring the feeling of gratitude into your heart that we can be connected today in this way, that we have so much strength and that ability to look inwards. You know, guys, how brave you are to answer those questions honestly and to realize 1 or 2 or 3 things about yourself. And then bring your hands together at the heart center and bow your head down towards your heart in order to surrender our ego to our beautiful hearts, to live with compassion, love, and kindness. Thank you very much for being with me today. You're very welcome to donate. You can do it on the Karma Teachers website if you signed up for Karma Teachers, or you can send an e-transfer directly to me. Both are really welcome. And if you feel like not this time, it's great. This is my gift to you for the holidays, and please enjoy it. And I hope you can use tools from this circle and continue meditating and being great. Okay, Happy New Year to all of you, and I'll see you next month for a new moon circle. Bye, lovelies.